Good morning and welcome to UK GDPR Direct Marketing with me, Keith Markham. Let me just begin, as always, by setting out the agenda for this session today. So first of all, we're going to begin by looking, unsurprisingly, at a definition of direct marketing according to the legislation. In particular, we'll look at what the Data Protection Act 2018 has to say with regard to that. Then we will move on to talk about, unsurprisingly, the requirements of the UK GDPR, and we'll look at a number of issues there in terms of things like opt-out versus opt-in. We'll talk about consent and legitimate interest, and we'll think at one or two other related issues. Then we'll move on to talk about privacy and electronic communications regulations, and we'll look particularly there at telemarketing and also electronic marketing. We will again there look at the various nuts and bolts with regard to that, with particular emphasis on the soft opt-in and how that works in practice. Then, having done all of that, we will look at the issue of business-to-business marketing, which is increasingly coming within the scope of enforcement. We don't tend to see much enforcement in respect of that. It tends to be B2C. However, there are a couple of examples of recent enforcement action that I'll go through with you, and I'll underline what the rules are and how they're slightly different to the position with regard to business-to-consumer marketing. Then we'll look at the highly topical issue of these cookies. We'll see that obviously we have well-established rules that are found in the Privacy and Electronic Communications Regulations 2003. However, we will see that there's been some updated guidance from the ICO about how you should comply with the existing rules. And obviously, we will then lead into a discussion of the fact that there is a bill that is likely to change some aspects of this, albeit not a great deal in practice to do with marketing. So we'll look at the proposed provisions of the Data Protection and Digital Information number 2 bill, which of course will be as of the date of recording. Do be aware, of course, that that bill is working its way through Parliament. It is possible, therefore, that there might be one or two other changes following the date of recording in due course. Let's begin.